Great win today. Great environment here, and I'm really proud of our guys, the way we played. Obviously, you know that is a rivalry game, and great energy in the crowd. It was great to have several of our former players back for this game, and proud of our kids' effort. And I thought defensively we were really good, and we did a great job of guarding the interior better than we did, obviously, in Cedar Falls. And that they got us on the glass a little bit, but for the most part, boy, we made them work, and we made them work without fouling. We kept them off the free throw line, and we got off to a fast start tonight. And then they came back, and I thought that run we made at the end of the first half was huge. And Ori made a huge hustle play for us to tip it in, and we went into halftime with some momentum. And from there, we just came out and we were able to hold them off and get a huge win.
Questions for the guys?
Reed, this game felt pretty similar to the one in Cedar Falls at halftime, at least. What was the biggest difference in that second half that allowed you guys to play the way you did?
Our defense, just being able to contain their big guys and then force them to take tough shots. And I think we did a really good job of adjusting to what we gave up and up there at their place. And we kind of adjusted and said, we're going to try and force them to make tough jump shots instead of get easy ones. Just obviously rebounding and getting easy baskets. Maintaining that intensity down the stretch was huge for us. I think that's the difference.
Yeah, did it feel different? Schematically, obviously, it was different, but did it feel?
Yeah, absolutely, it felt different. I thought we had a lot more confidence on the defensive end, and that's kind of different to say because it's not the same as shooting, but on the defensive end, when you have a group of guys that you can count on and trust, it just creates that sense of confidence, and then we can go down on the other end and just free flow and see what happens.
For either of you guys, how great does it feel to get this win here at home, knowing that you guys tried to do the same thing to them but lost in Cedar Falls?
It feels great. Not just this year, but like Coach said, it's a rivalry game. So for Reed, 4 years, and for me, 3 years, this game has meant a lot to everybody on our team. So to come on our home court, one of the biggest home court attendances we've had at the NAP since I've been here, to pull out a win like that, it's truly special.
I think you were sitting a lot of the first half with those 2 fouls, and I thought Casey came in and played really good minutes. What did you see from him?
It's just the kind of stuff that we always have had. Ever since we started being teammates, it's just that kind of thing. I get into some foul trouble. I'm not able to play as well, and Casey steps up, Corey steps up, and so that's the kind of relationship and that's the kind of teammates we have in this team, that we can just one player's not playing as well, but we have other players that can pick each other up. So it's
I think with the 9-0 run at the beginning, and then it might have been a 7-0 or something run at the end. That's 16 to 0 right there. You starting and finishing strong. How vital was that?
I thought it was huge. You always want to get off to a fast start. And then they close the gap. But again, I think, in both of these games that we played up at their place, they made, the run at the end of the half, and it was different this time. They came back, but then we made a run and I think had some momentum, going into the second half. And this game was going to be close. That's just the way that it is. And they're well coached, they're well prepared, they don't turn the ball over, they always defend. So it was going to be a tough, hard-fought game. But you're right. Those 2 moments in the game were huge, and then we just did enough. We held them off, and we had some opportunities a couple of times. The game was at 8 or 9, and I thought we had some chances, some looks to maybe push it out, but we didn't, and they hung tough. But we made the plays and the free throws we needed to get it done.
That last minute feel pretty long for you?
Oh gosh, it always is. It took forever. We had made free throws up to that stretch, and I think I have it right, but we maybe missed 3 of 4, and then obviously we had a key turnover there down the stretch. But those things happen. You've just got to stay with it and stay poised, and we did. And it was great. We got the ball to Reed, and they were not going to foul him there, at least early in that stretch, and so we were able to kill a lot of clock there. And obviously we made the 2 big ones at the end, and we walk out of here a winner.
So your sole possession, 4th place right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow with Illinois State. But 4 regular season games left. You're in that top 4 right now. Want to get the top 4 for the tournament. Just kind of where they at.
What's funny is, obviously everybody knows you want to avoid Thursday. That's what you want, but we haven't we really haven't talked about the standings. You know, I just think that, I mean, boy, if you take a peek at them, just look at what they're like. I mean, you know, one good week, one bad week, you just got to keep your head down and just keep grinding on the next game, and they're all going to be tough, and this thing's going quickly, right? And so we just focus on this, and the next thing we got to do is focus on Indiana State, and if you play well, I think the seeding stuff takes care of itself, and so it's going to come right down to the wire. There's no question about it, and these kids have earned the right to be in a good position here going in these last 4 games. But I think the key is to keep getting better and just stay right in the moment.
What was it like for you and your players, you know, having the 07-08 team, last team to win Missouri Valley and go to the NCAA tournament? I mean, did that kind of help energize you guys?
You know, I don't know. You know, I didn't ask our players about it. I think it did for me as a coach, and to see the crowd here, I think it's neat. And we had close to 40 players back this weekend, and obviously several players from that team. And it was neat to see some of the guys who talked to me and said this is the first time they've been back in the Knapp Center since they had played here. And that's really cool. I think you want to honor your tradition and embrace those former players and make them feel like they're a part of your program, a part of your history. And, you know, I wasn't out there at halftime, but that's really cool for those guys. And I know they had fun, and hopefully, you know, that energized the crowd a little bit too to see those guys back. And it just made for a great day. And, you know, obviously honoring Reed before the game for breaking the scoring record and having all those former players and honoring that team. And then for us to come out here and get a win, make for a really good day for the Bulldogs.
Coach, sorry if this was asked earlier, I'm jumping a little late, but just your thoughts on that type of composure your team showed when they made those runs at you, you know, at the end of the first half and then midway there in the second.
I thought it was huge, and you know we've done that a lot this year. I mean, that's, you know, we've won several close games, and it's the way this stuff goes. I mean, this game was going to be close, and every time we had an opportunity to stretch it, they came right back and made plays, and our guys showed a lot of poise. And like I said, I thought the end of the first half was huge for us. You know, we got off to a great start. They came back, and we showed poise to make a run right there before halftime. And these guys have been through it, you know, and I think they have confidence in what we do, and they don't get too up, they don't get too down, and we just talk a lot about playing in the moment. And again, we made the plays we needed to get the win.
You feel like you're able to take advantage of some more screens, some sets that you weren't the first time around against them? You
know, maybe I thought we executed a little bit better, you know, than we did at their place, but they're good defensively. I mean, they're really, really solid, and they don't foul you, and they get back, and they make you earn everything. And I mean, you know, we were able to execute some things and get some quality looks, and we didn't turn the ball over, right? You know, we got shots, you know, most every possession, and I thought we guarded well. You know, I thought we guarded well tonight, and that's what you have to do against this team because they're not going to let you run up a bunch of points. But I thought for the most part we were pretty solid on both ends.